I saw this story about Planned Parenthood and these people who are standing up and protesting in favor of abortion, and they're Satanists. And they poured milk over these women, and people are laughing this off as, something that's just laughable, I guess. I'm disturbed that Satanists are out protesting for something that our government is doing. But beyond that, my gut tells me there's something about the milk in an ancient ritual. Am I wrong or right on that?
No, I think your instincts are once again spot on, Glenn. You might remember the Wall Street protests of a while back where the bodily substance they used then were human feces, if you'll pardon me. And so essentially what I think the terms in which one has to analyze this are the ancient biblical verse where God says, look, I place before you today life and death. Now choose life. And the ancient Jewish wisdom raises the obvious question, which is what sort of insane moron would choose death? I mean, why does God have to say choose life? And the answer is because he implanted in us a perverse and strange yearning to in fact seek death. And so it's not that people sort of seek death per se, but you have to weigh up the choices in terms of are they closer to the life end of the spectrum or the death end of the spectrum. And obviously feces and the passage through which they come, which certain groups of people use to seek sexual satisfaction, is a deathly passage. It's a passage through which the body expels unused and dead cells. Whereas, on the other hand, another human passage that the female is endowed with is the avenue of life. And then you've got the substance of milk, which everybody recognizes to be the food of life. Not only does no animal have to yield its life in providing it, but it's the very first substance that every mammal, whether it's an orca whale or a human being or a chimpanzee, the very first connection with life is the substance called milk. So there's something rather brilliantly perverse about the Satanists choosing the substance. And I think whether they were consciously aware of this or not, I think everyone who reads about it gets a sort of sudden shock and thrill at sort of seeing this bizarre juxtaposition where they're essentially demonstrating for death. They're basically saying, get out of here, you pro-lifers. We want Planned Parenthood to continue dismembering tiny human beings. And the substance they use is exactly the substance that tiny human beings live on.